The TV money just kept getting bigger and bigger.
You know, the old question, how long would it take TV money to destroy college football? Maybe we're here.
College sports has been turned upside down by conference realignment. The Pac-12 has lost more than half of its schools to other conferences over the past year. The athletic programs that are left behind are now struggling to find answers. In our special report tonight, sports director Julian Minensone gives us his perspective on the state of college athletics.
With the recent realignment of college programs, college athletics has lost its shine. The only thing that glows now is the color of money.
The old question, how long would it take TV money to destroy college football? Maybe we're here.
For those of you who think that college athletics still bask in the days when boys played for the love of the sport and universities reveled in the nobility of competition, get over it. Those days are gone forever. It's a new era.
We'll look back in college football in 20 years and be like, what are we doing?
First, understand the importance of sports at our universities and in our culture. Nothing is more influential, nothing is more pervasive, and nothing is more lucrative. Sports is the OG of reality TV. It is completely unscripted, every game unique, and it is broadcast all over the world. Viewership is not measured in hundreds of thousands, but in tens of millions. Total revenue dollars are not tallied with 6 zeros, but with 8.
The TV money just kept getting bigger and bigger.
As much as anyone, university presidents, athletic directors, coaches, and players understand the big business, which is sports. Name, image, and likeness, NIL, punched a hole in the dam, releasing what is now the floodwaters of pay for play. More than ever, universities rely on broadcast money to fund academic as well as athletic programs. Students choose a university for its football and basketball fervor as much as its curriculum. Do you really think that on a Saturday afternoon, 20,000 students tailgate for hours, pack a football stadium, and then party all night because they're concerned about the essay which is due on Monday? Do you think that students camp outside an arena for days just to earn the chance to get a ticket? Alan Cannon, Associate Athletic Director of Communications at Texas A&M, is quoted as saying, "The athletic department sits on the front porch of every university." The collapse of the Pac-12 should come as no surprise. The influence of TV money has been building for more than a decade. In 2011, the Texas Longhorns came knocking on the Pac-12's door. Then Commissioner Larry Scott refused to give Texas a larger piece of the revenue pie. The Pac-12 could have been the Big Pac. Instead of enhancing its brand and expanding its reach, Scott instead launched the Pac-12 network. The only problem was its subscription-only platform came at a time when technology and streaming had not yet been invented. No one watched.
It was a bunch of decisions and failed strategies that put us in this place.
The conference failed to get its money right. Traditionalism and lack of vision slowly killed the Conference of Champions, like slowly clogging arteries, destroying a healthy heart.
And we were just out here just kind of resting on our laurels a little bit and got bypassed, and seems like we couldn't catch up.
Fast forward present day, USC and UCLA must have been giggling as they schemed in secret behind the back of Pac-12 Commissioner George Kliavkoff. Think of the number of people involved in the negotiation and planning of a conference switch. Board directors, administrators, university regents, university presidents, athletic directors, and a bevy of lawyers and accountants. Millions of dollars in TV money has a way of tightening loose lips.
An element of deceit. These things happening in the dead of night, I don't think that we're setting a good example for the young people that we're in charge of when that's how business is done.
University of Washington President Anamari Kause, in addressing the media after announcing that it was leaving the conference, stated that there was far more than money involved in their decision to leave the Pac-12.
I want to be clear, this was not just about dollars and cents.
It was the lack of linear TV broadcasts and the corresponding absence of national visibility for its football team. Really? Okay. I guess the TV offer of $30 million a year had nothing to do with Washington's succession. Notice that there was nothing in her statement as to how joining the Big Ten actually benefits the student athlete. Sure, the university can now better support those mysterious college collectives, which offer and pay student athletes their NIL money. And sure, the university can beef up their facilities and programs, both of which aid in recruiting. I'm sure every member of the Husky football team, or Oregon Ducks for that matter, is looking forward to that cross-country trip to New Brunswick, New Jersey to play Rutgers. It will be interesting to see how well Washington and Oregon fans travel to the far corners of cold Wisconsin, Michigan, and New Jersey.
The last couple of weeks was a culmination of years of failed leadership.
Washington State is facing a different financial crisis. WSU President Kirk Schultz said he doesn't plan to cut any sports and wants to continue to invest like a power program. Football will be fine. But what about soccer, or track, or swimming, or Title IX for that matter? And how does the university plan to invest when it is already facing a budget shortfall of $12 million? I got it. Long bus rides instead of plane rides, trading a Hilton for a Motel 6, out-of-conference games west of the Rockies only. Maybe something akin to the scene in the movie Major League, where the players had to use an outboard motor in its jacuzzi. Motel 6. At least they'll leave the light on, unlike the burned-out Pac-12.
Some tough decisions have to be made. If Washington State can't find a place to land.
In this dash for cash, regionality and rivalry are dead. 100 years of history gone. The charm and innocence of college athletics was sold for a bag of money. College football is transforming into the NFL model, a minor league for the National Football League. The transfer portal and NIL were the first warning signs. The Big Ten and Big 12 have gorged themselves off the plate of the Pac-12, leaving Washington State, Oregon State, Stanford, and Cal for the trash can. And yes, there may likely be a merger of these programs with the Mountain West or some other conference. However, broadcast dollars will never be the same. The exposure will never be the same. The schools will never be the same. Get used to it. Like your mom always told you, stop whining. If the last 10 years have shown you anything, it's that the money will only get bigger. The greed will only get greater. University presidents, athletic directors, and conference commissioners are robbing the bank while student athletes and fans just watch. Broadcast companies now determine the direction of college athletics. By doing so, they have also indirectly shaped the fate of the lesser conferences and the schools in them. It was only a matter of time.
And I hope that something can come out of this, but it's looking a little bleak right now.
This is the present landscape of college athletics. My message to the remaining Pac-12 schools and their fans: grab a tissue, wipe the tears, get to work.